Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another deck guide for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses. Today we're going to be looking at, personally, one of my favorite types of decks, albeit probably not the most powerful. This is a Spellcaster themed deck, though more primarily a Dark Spellcaster themed deck. And, same as the first video, all of the cards in this deck, gotten legitimately. If it's in here, you can get it in the game. So with that, let's be off. First off, we've got the obvious, Dark Magic Ritual. You can get this card by either reincarnating cards with basically 5 deck cost, your best bet would be Fake Traps, or by winning it off of Yugi. And next up, this fucking thing this took me forever to get, the Cosmo Queen's Prayer. Now this, pretty much regardless of what any kind of themed spellcaster deck you're going for, you want this card. Because the Cosmo Queen is pretty much inarguably the best spellcaster monster in this game. However, that also means it's very annoying to play this card properly. First off, you can only win this card off of one duelist. Manawyddan Fab Llyr, Skull Knight version. And again, you basically need to stall him out until he finally plays this card. So come into the duel with him prepared with a bunch of Magic Jammers, Ancient Tree of Enlightenment, both of which you can get off of Bandit Keith for the Magic Jammers, and Bakura you can get Ancient Tree of Enlightenment off of, in order to just stall out for a long time. And I recommend going on the offensive because he will never, ever play a ritual successfully. Like, so, and just keep checking the graveyards every time you destroy a card, and once you've finally gotten this card in the graveyard, just finish him off. Now, excuse me, Magic Jammer. This is just in here for, you know, in case the opponent plays a powerful spell, and it's a decent filler trap. You can win these off of either Bandit Keith or of Seto, though I find it easier to win it off of Bandit Keith. 2 Spellbinding Circles for decent trap cards. You can win these off of Yugi, pretty easy. A Curse Breaker, you can win this off of multiple opponents in the game. Just to name a few, you can win it off of Yugi, Seto, Mai, Ishtar, and I believe Richard Slasheen. But this is mainly only in here in case one of my monsters gets too powered down, or an opponent gets too powered up. A Paralyzing Potion, just to simply stop any opponent that's coming at me too strong. You can win this off of Darkness Ruler. A Megamorph as an all-purpose power-up. You can win this off of Pegasus, pretty easy. 2 Black Pendants, obviously to power up the Dark Spellcasters, and you can win both of these off of Yugi. And 3 Dark Energies to power up any Dark monsters, because we have all Dark monsters in this deck. So, you can win all 3 of these off of Yugi. Same strategy. Magical Neutralizing Force Field. Now this is an interesting magic card. Basically what it will do is it will negate all power increases and power decreases and spellbinds on the field for you and your opponent. So this is a nice little card to play just in case a monster of yours gets too powered down or eternally spellbound or anything like that, and you're not close enough to use Curse Breaker. You can win this off of Pegasus, a Yami field spell, and I only have one in here due to Cosmo Queen's effect, which, if you don't know, Cosmo Queen's effect is basically, the first time she gets flipped face up, she transforms a surrounding 2-space area into dark terrain. She has the exact same effect as a Yami field spell, which is partly what makes her so immensely useful. You can win Yami off of Darkness Ruler. Queen of Autumn Leaves. She is here solely for the Cosmo Queen Ritual Fusion. Now, you have 2 options here. You can actually fuse for a Queen of Autumn Leaves pretty easily, and it will still work in the fusion. To get a Queen of Autumn Leaves, just fuse a female monster and a plant monster, both of which must have under 1800 attack, and you will get a Queen of Autumn Leaves. The only other way to get her, if you didn't get her in the starting decks, is to win her off of Manawyddan Fab Llyr Skull Knight version. A Griggle and a Yashinoki, again, mainly for the Queen of Autumn Leaves fusion. You can win both of these cards off of Bakura very easily. Pop the Trick. This is a nice little card that I got while reincarnating lower level cards. And his effect, when he is flipped face up, all of your spellbound cards are freed and able to move during the next turn. So he's really handy to have in a pinch, just in case you hit at like a 3-turn Spellbound, or an Eternal Spellbound. Candle of Fate. I got this while reincarnating low-level cards, but you can also win this card off of Darkness Ruler, and it has a fantastic effect. While it is in face-up defense position, all of the opponent's monsters are reduced by 100 attack and defense points every turn. And while 100 may not seem like much, the amount of time it will take them to get over to you, this card will start adding up. And I think it's a pretty good addition to almost any deck, honestly. Okay, this thing, the Princess of Tsurugi. Now, she's also needed for the Cosmo Queen Ritual Fusion. However, you can't fuse her like you could with Queen of Autumn Leaves because she's simply too weak. So you have 2 ways to get her if you did not get her in the starting decks. You can win her off of Manawyddan Fab Llyr Skull Knight version, which may take a while, or you could start reincarnating lower cost warrior cards. Keep in mind, if you're trying specifically to get Princess of Tsurugi, try to reincarnate cards between 15 to 25 deck cost. You generally want to keep the deck cost within 10 of the card you're trying to reincarnate for. And I have 3 of her in here. 2 to serve for Cosmo Queen, just in case, and another one because the Dark Magic Ritual also requires 2 monsters with under 1500 attack, so she can serve that purpose as well. 3 Dark Magician Girls, and Dark Magician Girl is also my deck leader. Now, the Dark Magician Girl, you cannot win her in the slots. The only way to win her is by lining up 3 Dark Magicians in the slots, and if you do that, you have a 100% chance of obtaining her. Okay. 2 Phantom Dewans. I believe you can win these off of Darkness Ruler or Pegasus, but I will put up on screen right now if I'm wrong in that regard. I'm having some trouble remembering off the top of my head for Phantom Dewans. 3 Dark Magicians, obviously. You can win these very easily off of Yugi. Since his deck leader is the Dark Magician will always appear in the graveyard slots for him. A Saggi the Dark Clown, because he's a Dark Spellcaster, and he can fuse with something else, which I'll get into a bit later. But you can get Saggi off of Pegasus. 3 Mystical Elves. This is because you also need a Dark Elf for the Cosmo Queen Ritual. And the only duelist you can get Dark Elf off of, to my knowledge, is Manawyddan Fab Llyr Skull Knight version. And again, I will put up on screen if I'm too wrong. But from what I've seen of this game, I've never seen somebody pull out a Dark Elf. And you can obtain the Dark Elf by fusing any female monster with Elf in its name under 2000 attack with a Dark Spellcaster card, also under 2000 attack. I just put in Mystical Elf because she's also a Spellcaster, and even though she's not a Dark one, she does have a very, very good effect. Shadow Spell, again, just a small filler trap. You can get this off of either Darkness Ruler or Seto. And 2 Skull Knights. These are very strong Dark Spellcaster-themed monsters. Now, you cannot win these cards in the slots either. You can win these by either reincarnating higher cost cards, or by lining up 3 of a card. And I'm fairly sure I can be 3 of any card, though I will put up on screen what cards have generally had the best success for me. Just need to remember them. Yeah, I'm so unprepared! And my deck leader is the Dark Magician Girl. Now again, similar to the Dragon deck, you have 2 options for a Spellcaster deck leader. Low level or high level. Now, a high level deck leader will get the abilities Increase Strength for same type friendlies, and Extended Support range by the Vice Admiral rank. If you keep leveling, you will also get the weaken specific type of cards, and for spellcasters, they weaken fiends. Now what these mean is basically, as long as a spellcaster card remains within 2 squares of Dark Magician Girl, they'll enjoy a 500 point attack boost and defense boost. What determines the amount of strength increase or strength decrease is based on your card's level. They basically get 100 points for every level, up to a maximum of 500. So basically you either want to have a low-level deck leader or a deck leader that is 5 stars plus. However, I chose not to keep leveling her to get the weakened fiend types because it's not that great of an ability, since only 1 duelist really does utilize fiend types, 2 if you count another one, but eh. If you have a lower level deck leader, your trade-off will obviously be the increased strength, and decreased strength will obviously be a lot weaker. However, you'll get the change terrain type to Yami ability. This means that any square your deck leader moves over will instantly be transformed into a Yami square, which can be useful, but you have to play it rather right. I just prefer the extended support range and increased strength. Keep in mind though, low-level deck leaders will still get these abilities, they'll just get them basically at not as good of a price. Because Dark Magician Girl will power them up by 500, while someone, say, Saggi, who is, I believe, level 3, he will only power cards up by 300. So, with that, let us see this deck in action. And I will be showing off both rituals, of course, so you don't have to worry your pretty little heads about that. And this deck actually has quite a low deck cost, so... You know what? Screw it. We're gonna go fight Taya. I don't fight her terribly often. Alright. And she's a lot easier than in fact, she's probably one of the easiest duelists in this game. Alright. Let us begin. Well, I don't really need 2 dark energies, so I'll just put a magic jammer over there in case she tries for anything. Because she does have Soul of the Cure, which restores 2,000 of her life points, so that can be a bit annoying. Power increase, eh? And a fusion. So let me just check what she threw in the graveyard there. Dancing off the skeleton. I think that's a Mystical Elf. Ah, perfect. Okay. So, put this down. And we'll throw out Dark Magician to deal with that. Alrighty. What have we got? Ooh. Yami, your cards are going to eat it, Taya. Unless this is Tears of the Mermaid. Don't be... Yay! Whoops, I already played a card this turn. Oh, getting a bit of lag there. Oh noes, she's moving in for the kill, but what'll I do? Oh, I know. Oh, Dark Magician. Pwn his face off. 1100, really, Taya? Boom! Alright, now we actually need to hold off, because another attack like that, she's already dead. Oh, it's just a Hoshin again. What is she doing? Aha! Cosmo Queen ritual. Perfection. So we've got both of our rituals all ready. So now we just need to get all the monsters for them. What do you got, Taya? Huh? Huh? Anything good? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, Taya's really not that strong. The thing about Taya's deck is, it can be good. It can be, but it requires a lot of charge-up time that, honestly, you just are not going to be giving to her. Alright, let's have Dark Magician Girl take this card out. Oh, a Dark Witch. Oh, that must be what she fused for. I assumed it was Mystical Elf, but... guess not. Look at that. The Dark Magician and the Dark Magician go side by side. Okie dokies. Oh, she's retreating into the corner for some reason. Taya, was that your smartest move? No, I can't attack you from there. Okay. Have a paralyzing potion, why don't you? So, when we're done with this tool, we can just go kill whatever that is. Alright. Because if you give Taya, like, time to start building stuff up, no. Magic Jammer. If you give Taya time to start building up an army, she can actually get her cards up to 4,000 plus attack, which can be, well, obviously can be quite the problem. Now let's put down the Princess of Tsurugi. Why not? Boom. And we'll use her for the Cosmo Queen ritual. Because she has a card called Gyokateno Mogami, And its effect is, when it's flipped face up, all of her cards that have less than 1,000 attack get boosted up by 1,000 attack. And then she can combine that with power-up cards, then Hoshinigin. She also has a card called Winged Trumpeter, which will add another, I believe, 600 to that. So it can be quite the risk. Alright, we are going to actually move Saggi away so we can get his attack under 1,500 for the ritual. Oh no, wait, we still have room for one more monster. So we're actually probably going to pull off the Magician of Black Chaos ritual first. We can actually pull that off right now. Okay, so we will do that. And I still have more Princess of Tsurugis and weaker monsters in my deck. Dark Magic Ritual. Ritual activated. Welcome, Magician of Black Chaos! Now, sadly, he doesn't have an effect. He's just a very powerful monster. Let me turn battles on display. There we go. I'm actually gonna move away, because she can hit me from there, since she's on mountain space. So, unless she's an absolute idiot and tries to move Hoshinigin over there, we should be fine. She's gonna be a complete idiot and try to move Hoshinigin over there. Where are you sending him? What are you doing with your life, Taya? Ooh, the Candle of Fate. And there's actually a very nifty secondary effect the Candle of Fate has that I didn't discuss. And I'll show you real quick. Well, I can't show you until her next turn. Or my next turn. That's right, Candle of Fate's effect activates at the start of your turn. Now, as you can see, you're only allowed 5 monsters and 5 traps on the field. So she obviously has some magic and some trap. Taya, bring that Hoshinigin back here. So obviously some of these are magic and trap cards. So as you can see, some of those cards got the red thing over them, indicating that they got lowered in attack. Some didn't. Those that didn't, for the ones that didn't, that means those were magic or trap cards. So this actually helps you scope out the opponent really, really well. Alright. Is she going to keep playing cards? Oh my god. What do you have on the field? One of these cards has got to be Tears. Okay, you know what? Screw that Hoshinigin. I don't care anymore. We're down to 20 cards, so we're halfway through, so we should get to Cosmo Queen relatively soon. Yeah, everything over there is a monster. Okay. Place this in defense mode, like a smart person would. Okay, good. We got Mystical Elf, and we can fuse Mystical Elf with Saggi the Dark Clown to create the Dark Elf. Part 1 of the Cosmo Queen ritual. Oh, camera zoomed in for a bit there. I will correct that. So what should my next idea be? Actually, I had an idea for a Crush-themed deck. So I'll probably have to go around and collect all the hidden cards for that. So I could probably make a secondary video showing off where to get all of the hidden cards. I think that'd be a pretty cool video idea. I don't really have much of a need for a trap, nor do I have much of a need for Skull Knight. So I'm just gonna throw down Magical Neutralizing Force Field, because why not? Yeah. You know what, let's give her the chance to be a smart person. Take whatever that Spellbound card is, and put it in defense. I suppose that also negated the bonus that they got from Hoshinigin, but Hoshinigin only confers a 300-point bonus, so it wasn't that much to begin with. There's a good girl. Okay. Could you not touch all of your cards, please? Jesus. Oh, shit. I bet that's a trap over there. Don't trap me! Yay! Alright, time to see Magician of Black Chaos. And I love the Yami spell, or Yami field here. It's probably my favorite of all the fields. Oh, whoa. Slow down a bit. can't handle the epicness. And there goes Edmund Parshat. And now, victory pose! Alright, so that's that. I really won't need power-up cards. Definitely not against Taya. I guess I could give that to Magician of Black Chaos. I was about to say Magician of Black Fate. I was like, wrong card. Actually, I don't know how to get Magician of Faith legitimately. I know there is a code for her, but she does not appear in the slots. I've noticed that much. And I've reincarnated a bunch of low-cost cards and never gotten her. Oh, we have everything we need for the Cosmo Queen ritual. So let's start moving Cosmo Queen into position. We have enough room, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have to get rid of Candle of Fate, but I don't really care. I just wanted to put Candle of Fate out to show off his effect. We really don't need to weaken her monsters that much. They're already plenty weak. Alright, so next turn, it's time for the Cosmo Queen ritual. And then, once we show off Cosmo Queen, then we can simply end this duel. Okay. Now, we can destroy this Hoshinigin. Princess over here. Spellbinding over here. No, let me check something. Haha! Oh. I thought I overrode that card. Okay, so that's a monster, so if nothing else, we don't have to worry about traps. Queen of Autumn leaves. The Cosmo Queen's Prayer. Ritual activated. And now Cosmo Queen has come. So as you can see, base 2900 attack on the Yami field, plus the bonus from Dark Magician go 3900 base attack. And her effect? When this card is slid face up, transforms the surrounding spaces within a 2 range to dark terrain. And, oh wait, 1 sec, let me just make sure. Okay, still have battles on display. Let me show you. See, she is a Yami field spell. That is not the coolest effect. Alright, Cosmo Queen, do ya thing. I so would love to make Cosmo Queen my deck leader. She actually can, considering she's first lieutenant, because I use her so much, but cannot get her as a standalone card, sadly. Boom! Probably rightly so, because she's ridiculously powerful. Though there are some ritual monsters in this game that I will outright say are just really not worth the effort. And victory pose. Like, one example, I actually got the Beastly Mirror ritual from Reincarnation. I was like, oh cool, another ritual. Let me see what I can get by pulling this off. And I got the Fiend's Mirror, and it's very weak, only having, I believe, 2100 base attack with, oh no, Tears of the Mermaid. Only having 2100 base attack and like 1650 defense. And its effect is, while it's in face-up defense position, the opponent has -1 summoning power, so instead of gaining 3 every turn, they gain 2. And while I understand that that can be just absolutely crippling, because it means they can't get monsters out fast enough, by the time you can finally get Fiend's Mirror out, you can't really utilize its effect unless you're in a dominating position. What did she do? Okay. Queen over here. Oh, with Cosmo Queen over here. Dark Magician Girl further up. Further. And put a Spellbinding Circle behind her just in case. Alright, she's running away. Jun Ha! I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in forever. Actually, I don't think I ever completely finished watching it. I think I stopped watching like halfway through the Majin Buu saga because I was just getting really, like... Okay. The Majin Buu saga just took too long, in my opinion. opinion. I just kind of lost interest partway through. Okay, can we kill whatever this is here? No, I'll move this over so he'll be in range for the power-up. Alright, she'll lose 400. That's still not enough to take her out. Oh, battles are still on display. And we don't need to see him again. Another 400. Put battles on abbreviate. Cosmo Queen, do your thing. What did we just destroy? Silver bow and arrow. Put down another Dark Magician Girl. And Dark Magician Girl's effect, when she's flipped face up, she gets a 500 point boost for every Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl in the graveyard. So since we discarded 3 Dark Magicians already... 4,500 attack. Oh yeah. And now she's just going to try to retreat to a corner. And we'll eventually just corner her. Aha! Ran right into Spellbinding Circle. And we will just corner her here. Is she going to move her deck leader? Okay, she is. So I feel like... Taya. Another fusion, huh? Yeah, that's a thing about fairy types in this game. They can fuse into a lot of stuff. Anything good? Not really. Alright, you take this out. Another Dark Witch. And we've pretty definitively got her cornered at this point. Cosmo Queen, take this out. Oh, I need to put something here. Why not? Mystical Elf. So she's pretty definitively cornered now. Aha! Another Spellbind. Wait, what is that card? I don't think I've ever seen that card before. I know what that card is. It's like, I think, something in temperature? Weather control or something? It's something to do with the weather. But I've never seen that card in this game. Yeah, ray and temperature. Cancels all power increases or decreases of an enemy monster in battle. That's not that good. I mean, I guess it can be kind of useful, but it has such weak attack. Alright, Cosmo Queen, take this out. Don't mind the angel of silence. And we have officially beaten her. All of her summoning spaces are filled up. She's lost. But I have to touch this one last card, just to make sure. Alright, we have won. Good work. Easy peasy. I don't really care what I get here. I would have laughed if I managed to line up 3 silver bow and arrows. Alright, so that concludes this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses deck guides, and I hope you'll tune in for whatever I come up with next. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.